Hi everyone, this is Shansi. Today's our video is about our subject social science of class 7th, and the branch of social science which we are going to discuss here is social and political life. The next is what we are seeing is the cover page, that is the NCERT textbook cover page of class 7th, where you can see the social and political life 2. It is a textbook of class 7th, and the next see the contents. So what are the contents and what are the lessons and units which we are going to discuss in the SNP lessons. So totally we are having 9 chapters in our social and political life textbook. So in that we are going to read a first in its name is on equality. So generally we know that equality means everyone are equal. So in this chapter, we'll read more about equality, what it is, why it is important in a democracy, and whether or not everyone is equal in India. So let us start our lesson, equality. The first slide where you can see a different people, they were standing in a line. So I'll read out the names, please look over. Manjit Kaur, teacher; Tej Singh, trader; Girish Rao, student; Kanta Devi, domestic worker. So the people who works in the houses and does the household works as a part of their livelihood are termed as domestic workers. And the next to Kanta Devi is Sujata Kumari, who was also a domestic worker. And the next is Abdul Rahman. He was an artisan. And Shabnam Bano, she was a housewife. Gracie Laling, consultant. Isaac Laling, government officer. Ruxana Mirza, she was a media person. Yograj, an unemployed. Ashok Jain, industrialist. So children, so the people who are standing here, we have lot of differences. Can you see a few of them? Yes. So here you can say the people who stand have a different variations in them. For example, they are different backgrounds. For suppose they are the different religion. You can see the Muslims, that is Abdul Rahman and Shabnam Banu, and Gracie Leeling and Ishaq, those are the Christians, and Abdul were the Muslims. And here Kanta Devi and Sujata Kumari are Hindus. And also you can see a different, even the Punjabis at the starting, and male and female, and different professions there, a literate, illiterate, a person who knows everything just as a teacher, she earns, and here we have a government officer who earns, but at the last we have an unemployed also. So you can say that literate or illiterate, male or female, caste or religion. You can see different age groups here. So you can see the Ruxana Mirza, she was a young, and when we compared with Shabnam Banu, she was a old with a stick in her hand. And even we can see the industrialist who was rich with a suit, and this Kanta Devi and Sujata Kumari, the attire shows that they were poor. So what does all this shows? So the people who are standing in a line, they are of different caste, religion, and rich and poor, literate and illiterate, and different age groups. So what are all doing there? So you can textbook that. Here there was a conversation between the two ladies, that is Kanta Devi and her friend Sujata Kumari. So here we start with this slide. On election day, Kanta and her friend Sujata are waiting to cast their votes. So here it was clear that the people who are standing there is to vote. So here Kanta Devi is saying to her friend, "Isn't it good, Suja, that we can all vote as equal citizens of our country? Even Jain Sahib is standing in the line with us. So she was very happy to see that whether a rich or poor were there, but still they are standing equal to vote. So her friend is saying yes. So the next is go on, Kanta, it's your turn now. So her friend is saying, so please go on and cast your vote. So here I will vote for the candidate who has promised to bring pipe water to our area. So here Kanta Devi, when she went inside to cast her vote, she was thinking that so during the election campaign, where a person, a candidate who has promised to give the water facility to her area, so she remembered that person and she voted for him. So hoping that she gets the pipeline water to her area. And after voting was finished, so here you can see the Jain Sahib was going, passing away in the car, and here the Kanta was wishing. We will see you later, Kanta. So the Jain Sahib is saying, we'll see you later in the house. So as a result to that, she was wishing that yes, Namaste Sahib. So while these two ladies they were coming back to their homes, so again this Kanta Devi is saying to her friend, Gudiya has been running fever and I have to take her to the hospital. So Gudiya is her daughter, not the name, but a kid. So she was saying that the girl was having a high fever and she had to take her to hospital. But the problem here is, but I have to finish the work at Sahib's house first and ask for some advance. So she was very poor and she could not afford to the medicines even. So what she wants to do is first she has to go and complete her work at Sahib's house and ask the Sahib a little bit amount and then take her daughter to the hospital. And then the next you can see that they reached the home. So here she was the Kanta was giving her something hot for her daughter. So here have some of these, you'll feel better. And when I get back in the evening, we'll go to the hospital. Okay? So she was giving something hot for her daughter and saying to drink that and she may feel better and she'll take her to the hospital in the evening while she come back from the work. And while she was going on her way, she saw her surroundings and she was thinking herself that why her daughter feels ill often because the basti where they were living it is very clumsy and untidy. You can see the cattle, the people, the dust, the particles, even the drainage was going there. So everyone and everything was untidy, where the people will be always infected by the insects because of untidy weather. So the next, while she was going, she was thinking this is the situation why her daughter gets ill. And next, when she go back to work, so there, Sahib, the lady owner, she was instructing her that make sure to do the corners properly. So while she was cleaning the floor, she was given instruction that she has to wipe even the corners of the houses. So after doing her work, she has asked for some amount. So here's your advance, Kanta, but don't make it a habit of it. So here the Sahib, she was giving the amount and she was warning her. So don't again ask like this because the wages will be given at the end of the month. So she was saying that you should not ask or make it as a habit in asking at the middle. So she was saying the reply given to her is no, madam, I will never receive. So after taking the advance and went back to her Gudiya and again she was standing in the same line. So here you can see the OPD board here. So outpatient department. So this is a government hospital where the people are again standing in a queue and you can see the difference between the queue which was standard in the morning and at the evening where you can see all the people irrespective of everything they were standing there But here, the only poor people, they were standing here. So she was saying to her Betty, just few more minutes, Betty. So she was consoling her daughter, so please wait for a few more minutes so that we can consult the doctor. So in herself, she was thinking that Jain Madam and Jain Sahib may stand in a line to vote, but they never have to do it when the child was sick. So that they can show the differences there. And even when we go to the other kinds of equality in our country, the only equality which we have discussed till now is universal adult franchise. So what it says, all citizens who attain the age of 18 years have the right to vote, irrespective of the caste, religion, color, race, economic and educational conditions. Everyone have the right to vote, which is termed as universal adult franchise. And here you can see what are we can see here. It is the matrimonials shown in a leading English newspaper. So till now we have discussed only the equality is casting the vote. But here we have lot of inequalities. So suppose we see a different inequalities in different ways. So one of the thing here is inequality in India is a caste system. So in a rural background, we can know that caste identity is something that you're probably learned or experienced. But when we go to the cities or on the urban areas, even there was a caste indifferences, which was proved by this matrimonial advertisements. And next in this slide, we'll learn two great stories where the experiences shows us some indifferences. This was a book named as Jutan, which was an autobiography of Om Prakash. So in this book, he has stated that he is a Dalit writer, and when he went to the school, he was not allowed to sit along with his friends, and he has to sit on a toad mat that too near by the door, where he was always beaten by the children without any reason. One day, his headmaster he asked him to sweep the school and the playgrounds when he was at the class 4. So, a class 4 boy, the physique is very small and he was feeling very hard to clean each and everything. His face is covered with the dust and all the dust even went inside his mouth. So, he was doing it very hard and everyone were watching him while he was sweeping the play that is school and the playground. Even the headmaster and the teachers they're also looking it. So the same, and even he was not even given a water to drink. So this took for a couple of days until his father saw him and stopped asking his son to sweep. And he confronted the teachers that this is not the right manner. And even he said that remember this that he will study here and not only he, so many will come after him. So here you can see the caste indifferences where a Dalit will be treated in our country. So being a Dalit, he was not given a equality in sitting with his friends or drinking the water or having his education. And the story is about the religion differences where Mr. and Mrs. Ansari was rich enough to have an apartment for rent. So they were finding a property dealer for help. So dealer was very happy and he showed few apartments in which they liked one very much. But the landlady, that is owner, female owner of that apartment, she was also happy to see with the rent. But the only thing she felt sad is with their names. So she was not reluctant to give the house for the rent, stating that the building did not have any non-vegetarian residents. But to their surprise, they can smell someone is cooking the fish in the neighbor's house. So this type of excuses they have faced in few more apartments, and finally the dealer got vexed and he stated that to change their religion. But Ansaris, they were reluctant to do this, and finally, it took nearly a month for them to take rent. So here we have read about the two great stories, which shows us the qualities in our country, that is caste and religion. So here in this, you can see it was a picture where there is a boy who was working as a shoe shine, who refuses to take the coin which was thrown to him down on the floor because he respects his work. That is what we'll say. Dignity means self respect. So here, what kind of equality was in our country? So we know that every individual in our country, whether of male or female, caste, religion, tribes, whoever it may be, they are equal. Is it possible? So our country was best to treat everyone equal. So what are the features it has given? Every person is equal before the law. So for this, what it has done is it has passed a Disabilities Act in the year 1995 that stating the disabilities also should have equal rights in all the aspects. They should have a free education, and also they should have a different schools, and all the public places, buildings or schools should be accessible and provided with ramps. Ramps is nothing but the slide areas. So here it is giving equal importance to the disabilities also. And no person can be discriminated on the basis of religion, race, caste, place of birth. So according to the Article 15, our Indian Constitution, it has prohibited all types of discrimination. So that is what we say, every person has access to all the public places, which was according to Article 15, and even the untouchability has been abolished in our country. So how we trying for this? It was trying by the two ways, that is through laws and the government programs or schemes, which was to uplift the disadvantaged. The next one is midday meal scheme. This was first introduced in Tamil Nadu in the year 2001, which is nothing but providing the food to the school children. So this brought a major changes that poor children have begun enrolling and regular attendance has been increased. And also it reduced the caste prejudice because both the lower and upper caste children in the school eat this meal together. They sit in a particular rows and they eat the meal which was served to them. So in turn, we were reducing the caste prejudice even in the school. So is the same in our country in every situation that we have inequalities? No. Even we have some inequalities in other countries. Especially here, you can see this Rosa Parks. She was an African American woman. So while she was traveling on the bus because of her tiredness, she refused to give the seat to an white man on 1st December 1955, which led to a huge agitation against the unequal ways in African Americans. So they started civil rights movement, and finally on 1964 Civil Rights Act was passed prohibiting the discrimination on the basis of race, religion and national origin. So no country has been described as being completely democratic. There are always communities and individuals trying to expand the idea of democracy. So I hope you understood the lesson equality, and please subscribe this channel for more videos, like it and share it. Thank you so much.